Okay, certainly helps if I have the microphone plugged in. Phew. Okay, hello. Alright. I think everything's working. So we left off doing Botanical Gardens, the exam for the upward spiral chapter. And I had set myself in this room, which is one of the last one of the last three. So let's try to understand what this room wants. Eventually I need to try to be here. These need to be open. And then I guess I need the eye to wake up. Okay. So far this looks like an incredibly straightforward room. I'm sure there's some trick to it that I'm missing. But basically I just need to get the eye and the mirror to the right places. It doesn't matter where the mirror is as long as it's south of the eye. I guess the tricky part's going to be pushing the eye around with a spear when I can't turn at any point. But at least it's clear what I'm trying to achieve anyway. Is this a dead end already? Alright, maybe I should not worry about the mirror, because the mirror by itself would be really easy to fix. It seems like the eye is going to be the trouble part, is going to be the one that's troublesome. Once it's at this corner, I can't see a way to get it anywhere else. There's just no position I can reach that can push it, it seems like. There has to be some way to get it up there. So maybe I have to do something else. Push it down there, which is even less helpful. I don't think it's possible to push it over to the east, as nice as that would be. I must be missing some extremely simple thing that I can do, because this is just the start of the room. Like, the spear's whole gimmick is that you can only push things basically by turning. So the room where you have to push things with a spear without turning is very strange. I just don't see any way to make any progress from this point, from the very beginning spot. I have to be missing something really simple. Like, there's dozens of checkpoints all over the place that basically scream you should be able to move the eye through this path. Like, the placement of all these checkpoints suggests I'm gonna have to move the eye up here, then over there, then up here, then, like, over there, or maybe around this way. So there has to be a way to get it at least one more tile in a useful direction. I don't see what it is. Is that it? That does something at least. Okay, that's what I was missing. So now I can face this way and pull it a little bit north. I guess here I need to make another of those diagonal moves, like that. Then I think diagonal again that way is the right way to go. Okay. Yeah, this room, your goal is straightforward, but the first step of solving the room is understanding how to even make any moves at all. I think having him at that corner is no good. Maybe I should do that. Here's where having the mirror around might be helpful, since it would allow me to get to push the eye from locations that are south of the eye. Yeah. Alright, and then we can maybe make another diagonal shot to get it there. Okay. And this is a problematic blob of hot tiles because there's no way to move eastward onto these hot tiles. I have to do that. And that could work. Maybe? I might have put it in a bad position back here somewhere. Maybe from there. Best I can do is face this way. Yeah, this looks like it should work. A lot better. Okay. I think we're through the hardest part, maybe? This looks like I should be a little bit easier at least. Maybe. That's the same position as before. really don't see any way to move it off of that tile. There has to be something I can do to keep it from ever being on that tile. That could be useful. Maybe. That. that's it, right? I guess either I found something not originally intended, or I guess this entire going around business was some kind of red herring. Alright, well that's the position that I think I need. And it works. Okay then. Well, that's our first room for today. Maybe the other two will be I don't know, not necessarily easier, but let's see. What do we have? We have 3 guys that spin. Two have sticks and 1 has a sword. That's something involving a secret path down there. I probably don't need to worry about that in this room. Probably. There are some broken walls I'm not sure of the reason for. There are some explosives that I think these guys could get rid of for me. I think I can change what this one is armed with by moving it onto a token. So that means the one that's carrying a sword, I should expect that one to wind up where the eye is. And the other 2 to go where the seating beacons are. I'm not really sure that I need to worry about the explosives over this way, but I mean, I guess I can just have him eliminate them for me. If I want. I don't know that there's a point to doing that, but... There's no way to push that in with a spear alone, but I have access to some sticks if it's a little bit roundabout, I think. Yeah, just do that. Then I just need to be sure to extract this one. You can go down there. And we have the same issue here, I think. Well, maybe... No, I don't think there's any spear-based push that can get it past that, so I need to do the same thing in there. And I need to be able to get everybody out. Unless, of course, I was supposed to come from the other room so that I could bring some of the explosives in with me and use one of them to destroy one of those seating beacons. That seems unlikely, but I'll keep that in mind in case I do need it. Okay, so get you out of the way. I didn't push him too far enough in. I'll get you out of the way now. This is extra awkward. I think maybe it would be better if I make this, if I change the way these two are facing just right. There we go. Then then I think I can use this one. Maybe? I don't know, that can't really work like that. How can I push him the other step in? I guess I need all three of them in there, but I don't really think that's possible. Like, that doesn't work because that's trying to push it southeast. Do I need to actually get an explosive to do this room? It doesn't seem like the right thing, but... If I came from the south, then I think I could extract one powder keg. So this is a two-pass room. I don't even need to worry about the seeding beacons until I come back through from the south, and then I can bring in a powder keg. That's helpful information, even if I still don't know how to do the first pass. That means I don't need to fret about getting the other two soulless out of this hole. But I still don't really know how I can get this one all the way to where the eye is. Doesn't seem possible with just two, because I need at least one of them just to get the other one in. I need two of them to actually push this guy into place. Am I missing some trick with the broken wall that makes the broken wall useful? I don't see how that could be. Like, in every way I can think of, the broken wall is more useful as an open piece of floor than it is as a wall. see any way to get that to go another step in. Oh wait. I'm missing something really simple. Yeah, if I just push it from here, then that should work. Okay. Yeah, that wasn't that hard. So that's the first pass, and then I need to go back through from the other side. I can grab at least one powder keg for my use. So the question is, in which of these places can I make actual good use of a powder keg? I guess in theory this might be useful. Let's try the middle one. I could probably have a guy push that in. And I have access to more than one powder keg, ultimately. I think so, at least. To do this, I would need to push it directly east, and there's not actually any way to do that because of how he's placed. So maybe that's not the right one to put a keg in. Oops. I could push one directly east in that spot. So I think I can make use of that one. But I don't know of a way to get this guy back out of here if I do that. Then he'll just be in the way forever. Extract this one? I don't think I can. Huh. I don't know if having powder kegs here is actually particularly helpful. Hello. I basically have, like, all 5 of them, but I can't seem to make any of them useful. because the real issue is always the supply of Solus and the fact that any one of these holes is built to completely trap a Solus that's put into it, but especially the southmost one. That I had gotten a Solus to this position, then I could push it back out. Okay, maybe this is a good place to use the kegs. Okay, bring one, put it on the force arrow, then optimizing this must be a pain, because you're always having to manage like where the Solus is facing such that you can actually push it when you need to. Okay, so what I need is this one to be facing east when that one is facing northeast. There we go. That puts a powder keg deep enough to explode on the seeding beacon, and it does so in a way that lets me retrieve all of the Solus used to do it. So I can consider that seeding beacon solved, and only worry about the other parts. Yeah. Okay. That's one down. Now, I am confident that I have to leave a Solus inside the south passage to do it. I'm not as sure about this passage. So let's see what I could achieve with this one. So, pretty sure I just need powder kegs no matter what. I mean, I think it's correct, perhaps, to assume that they'll be useful since they're the supply that you get. In the process of re-entering the room. So I can get it that far. If a Solus was standing right here and was pushed east, then he would push it farther in. The problem is that there's no way to get a Solus out from here. I don't believe there is. Am I missing anything? I don't think there's any way to get a Solus out from this position. And the problem is then, if you have a Solus stuck in this position permanently, then you can't even blow up the powder keg at all. Like, it doesn't even matter if I had a stick, I couldn't get it out from there. Like, if I have a powder keg here, and imagine that I had a stick, it wouldn't matter. There's no way to get something out from inside this pocket. So I guess I can't use powder kegs for that section. Hello. That was talking about this room with the rotating Solus here. I've established that I have a way to deal with this part. I could push a powder keg all the way in a way that would use up one of the solaces, but allow me to extract the other in exactly the same way that I did with the sorted solace earlier. I can do exactly the same thing again, but with one less rotating blade and one more explosive. That's not right. Need to put it there. Here, push that one in. Bring it down here. And then it can do that. And I cannot fully extract it, but I could get it out of the way, mostly. And just accept that that's its home now. That solace's home now. But that's fine. I can now use 2 powder kegs to blow the eye up. And I have a stick solace left, and a sword solace left. And I think my goal should just be to use the sword solace to be rid of the seeding beacon. So I'll stick him here, and he's stuck good. But then I think I should be able to use this guy's stick to push him the rest of the way in. I hope. Yeah, easily. And the fact that this one is corked by that makes this completely necessary. Now just be very careful not to end the room with a locked room. 1075 turns because of all of the fussing and fiddling around. 482 is the minimum at the moment. Look at that efficient movement of the powder kegs at the beginning. Just go straight to the first one that goes in. And, oh, look at that. Look at this clean chain pushing. That is awesome looking. I don't know, it looks really cool in a demo because it just happens, but it's probably an absolute pain to actually do yourself. You know, to plan it out or to repeatedly reshuffle, retry the turn again and again until you get things going exactly right. But still, it's very satisfying to watch things push each other like that. Okay, moving on. So here's... Oh, that's not a solace, that's a pre-placed clone. Alright, so this room has special conditions. If I want to reach what appears to be a secret room to the east, then I have to clear this room without ever standing there. Without anything ever standing there. How is that supposed to work? This rattlesnake has to die somehow. The only way to not go in there would be for the rattlesnake to just suddenly decide it wants to stand completely still. I don't see an invisibility potion in here, let alone any shallow water. There's an obvious use for the goblin here. What's really weird is there's no seeding beacon in this room, which is something I would expect to have access to. So, I see. Okay. Yeah, the way these trapdoors are set up... Okay, yeah, okay. So the trapdoors are set up so that you have to do some trickery like that for somebody to have a way out. Great. This doesn't solve my main problem still. Well... I thought for half a second maybe I can send the goblin into the other passage alone, but that doesn't work because this is a pressure plate, not a trapdoor. Someone has to go in there, though. There's no way that rattlesnake is going to stop moving unless something goes into the box with it. Like I can do this, but then what? I've pushed the button that closes the exit that I want to use. And there's nothing that I can do here. I can see how to clear the room from this position, but I don't believe that it's possible to go through that door. Not exactly like this, but... I don't see anything in this room that can get me to the rattlesnake without pressing the pressure plate. There's no speed potion, there's no invisibility potion, there's no pushing weapons that I could use to, like, push someone past the plate. Is that a return path? That can't be a return path. That doesn't make any sense. How would I get to the place that it returns from? How would I ensure that I had the room clear before going to where it returns from? Wait. There's nothing stopping me from taking that path after I clear the room and leave. After I clear the room and come back, is there? Is that really it? I just need to clear the room and come back? Maybe. Maybe I'm grossly overthinking this. Alright. Suppose I am grossly overthinking this. I can do this to gain access to this side. I can push the goblin in here. And then I can do this. Get rid of the goblin like that. Stab the rattlesnake. And this guy can just leave. And if I come back, then I can just go in there. Yeah, I was overthinking that. I'm not sure why the room is set up like that. That seems really odd. I'm not allowed, like... Okay, no, I get it. This is an enforcement thing. Because the entire point of the room is you need to be able to escape back to the west with one of the two clones. They couldn't have it be where you can just leave to the east because that would make the room easier. But they still wanted a route to the east that's behind a green door. So they made it so that the thing you have to press closes the door if you're currently clearing the room, but once you've cleared the room, you don't have to press that anymore. Okay. It just really confused my parsing of the room at first, is all. So this is practically almost the same room, with an odd constraint that you're not allowed to stay at the entrance? Why? Why is that necessary? That's odd. Whatever. So this is practically the same room, except that the disarm token is on a trapdoor. Does that matter? It doesn't seem like it should matter to the solution I took. Maybe I'm forgetting something about what I did, though. Let's see. No, this... Oh, that's a normite. Okay, that does change things. Okay, so the important change is not necessarily that trapdoor, but this ormite. Okay. So, what could I possibly do differently? Well, I could do this. I don't know that this helps, but I could. My messing about in the previous room... No, that's no good. My messing about in the previous room illustrated that if I can bring the goblin to the other side, to the other part of the room, then it could kill the rattlesnake easily enough. But the real problem is that someone needs to be able to leave. Also, yeah, that's right. So the problem here is that the clone that's up with the snake right now would have to be inactive and in the place where the snake is in order to kill the snake. But meanwhile, the other clone has to be somewhere where he can leave. Okay, well, I guess I solved it while explaining what the problem was. So the trick was to guide the goblin in there without anyone going in themselves. And here is a bonus secret room that doesn't have anything to do with the previous one. I mean, it has rattlesnakes, hot tiles, and that's about it. It's a completely different concept, by all appearances. Okay. So first of all, for some reason, clearing the room closes this force arrow. Okay. We have these things that do something involving these rattlesnakes. And this opens the doors for those rattlesnakes. Sure. Oh yeah, it does have this one little extra divot here. That's neat. So I don't really understand this room that well. So that would just kill that rattlesnake for free. Then... Alright. If I were to just open the way, then these two will chaotically bounce around and probably eventually die. Okay. I tried to move diagonally. That was a mistake. did that not count as stabbing it? That's really strange. I mean, like, I can kind of see what the problem here is, but I have absolutely no idea how the remaining tools in the room are supposed to help me solve it. Because the problem is I have some kind of parity issue that's preventing me from actually stabbing this rattlesnake. And it seems like the weird mechanism at the entrance of this hot tile area is designed to create this parity issue forever, to where there's no way I could ever actually hope to fix it. I don't see how, I don't know, making the force arrows shrink the two rattlesnakes is going to help. Aside from completely killing them, except if I did that, then this would be closed off and I couldn't actually leave the room. Like, yeah, I can do this and make this rattlesnake die. I can do this and make that rattlesnake die. And then I'll just be stuck if I go in. And if I go to the south instead, then I can do the same thing and have exactly the same problem. Or I can force this one to be exactly this size. Does this help somehow? I don't feel like it does. I don't see how this could possibly help. Because I have to release them into that area, way ahead of going in. I have to do some dancing around there. And then somehow I have to kill them while I'm in here. And frankly, having two of them alive just makes this area unsurvivable anyway. I don't understand how... Like, I understand kind of what the problem is, but I don't understand how the tools given to me are supposed to provide anything resembling a solution. This is an easily accessible secret room, so I'm gonna mark this one with a big question mark, come back to later. Because all I have to do to get back there is walk back through these broken walls, and that doesn't require me to do anything special. I would rather just finish this level and come back to it later. Come back to that secret room later, because it just doesn't make any sense. Maybe this is supposed to be a secret variant of that room. So I don't know, maybe that was the right decision in that whatever I need to do in this room is supposed to help me make sense of that one. I don't know about that though. Dude, could you not go into the force arrows, please? So there's a bomb here for some reason. Both of these toggle the same exact force arrow. There's this area that I could go into, I guess. I guess I can make this follow me in here. Oh, that bomb is just so that I can't go into that area, I see. Yeah, so this is asking me to set its parity correctly so that I can stab it. Exactly the issue I was running into in that other room. And since I've stabbed it, now its parity will be the opposite, and I need to refix it. I think. Did that fix it? It did. So I just need to do a few cycles of that. So, like, I kind of understand the idea, but I don't know. I don't have any idea how in the other room I'm supposed to be able to fix the parity problem. I don't seem to have actually useful tools for doing so. This is really awkward. Don't go there. There. Yeah, this is relatively easy compared to the secret room, because there is a way to actually reset its parity. There's no way to alter the parity of anything in the secret room. So I don't understand how that room's supposed to work. But whatever. I can come back to that later. As it is, I have opened the blue door. I can claim the Roman numeral 4 token, and I can move on to the next chapter for now. I'll do cleanup of that chapter later. For now, here is the end of Upward Spiral, and we see what looks like daylight up in the in the north. Osnick's Revenge by Larry Merck and Nuntar. Meanwhile, Osnick's teeth chattered with fury as he scampered away down the tunnels. That Delver would pay for what he had done to the tribe. Not that Osnick had any feelings of grief or sympathy for them, but they were goblins, and no human could kill goblins and get away with it. He would watch from the shadows and cackle when the time came, when the filthy human was torn and sliced apart and lay screaming as his life drained out of him, and that time would be soon. For Osnick had picked up a few things here and there as the goblin tribe roved in the beneath. He knew where there were people who would be very interested to hear about this meddler who had managed to find his way so far down. All he had to do was tell them the news, and they would take care of the rest, with all the machinery at their disposal. In a way, it was too perfect. It would have been nice for the fight to be more evenly matched so that it wouldn't all be over so quickly, but one couldn't have everything. Alright, I had a guess, because I kind of forgot, but Osnick is the goblin. Roachies, they gets out of my way. Or else I bites them. Yeah, this kind of situation is very parity focused. You can't have two roaches directly in a row because you will just die. So you have to separate them. I guess that's not really parity, it's just separation.
Oh, nice one.
Nice one indeed. Okay. I bites them all. Nasty, clammy roaches. But which one does I bite first? Okay, so if I let them go to those places, then they will close the doors. And we don't want that. That one's going to create a problem. Here then? Yeah, this works, I think. Perfect. Then go get that one over there. good room. Okay, to minimize hoarding, I want to kill as late into the spawn cycle as possible, essentially. That didn't really minimize enough to be super helpful, but this is a bad situation. There we go. Get rid of this queen. Gonna be a lot of cleanup to do here. Goblin roll was not built for roach hordes, it seems like. Maybe I ran after the wrong one. I don't know, I get to kill 2 of them this way. I don't know, getting rid of the south ones seems like it works. I just need to figure out a better path after doing that. Yeah, it takes way too long to separate them if they're spawning by the time I even get halfway back. Okay, that's a little bit better, but I still have these 4 to worry about. And no nice way to deal with them. Maybe I should try west first, then? Just leave those 3 alone. No, they will leave me alone. There's like 200 different timelines where Osnick dies, and maybe one where he lives. If we're lucky. Okay, that worked a lot better. Just making a run for that queen as much as possible. Now if I can just separate out and get rid of the roaches from the remaining queen, then I can maybe make my way to it. Yeah, with those sitting there, yeah, easily can make a run for that one. Phew, okay. Road. It goes back to the city. Keep sharp, my fangs and claws. It won't be long now. That's claws and fangs. I read it in the wrong order. Okay, so I could ignore this room. But probably I need to not do so. Interesting. There's a black door in this room, but there's no tar stuff. It seems odd. Here's a room involving using a mimic alongside other player roles. Yeah, that would be a thing. Okay. No! Is all blocked in, but I knows another way deeper to the north. There is guards, but I'm not afraid of guards. I bites them. Alright. So here's a way with guards. Oh, Goblin, where are you going? Who knows it? I have big things to say to my friends. I not have time to waste talking to stupids like you. Alright. So our goal is this blue door. I'm gonna go back and actually try to solve some rooms now. Let's just actually start with this one. So... looks like I need to start the room this way. I could be wrong, but it looks like it. Maybe not. Trying to understand this mechanism to begin with. Somehow I need to... Oh, I know what I need to do. Okay. I think I know what I need to do. I think I need this queen to go over into the box to the west, into one of those western boxes. That being the case, I guess I should start this way. Yeah, that works. Because the queen wants to go in. If I wait for it to spawn, then that can work like that. Oh, well, that's kind of a problem. Can I fix this? Yeah, just shove the queen out. There we go. Okay. Now this room with the strangely placed black gate that can't be toggled, which makes the gate closing noise as you enter because of it. This gets rid of that roach. Okay. So is this just a set up the explosion correctly kind of room? I don't know. These are on fire traps. Oh, I think maybe I'm just supposed to get this powder keg to that spikes without stabbing any roaches. I think that's all I have to do. So I don't imagine it's going to be a straightforward path. This is probably the right kind of thing to do, to expect to be doing. That didn't work. There we go. Kaboom! Them stupid roachies, they not even know it was me. Oops. Very nice. Okay, now this room. So here... Yeah, we need to take the power token. We would need to take the power token for the goblin to be able to get the mimic potions. Get past the mimic potions. But after taking the power token, neither the goblin nor the mimics can survive going past any of these bombs. There is just one place where I could kill some eyes before taking the power token, and that's right here. And I think I need to take the power token, so that's probably the right way to do it. Oh, this doesn't let me actually drink any potions, it just lets me walk on them. That's interesting. So how can I hope to kill anything else here? Well, alright, if that's a place where the Mimic could go last. The Mimic can definitely take care of those two. I can get rid of this one. What could I ever hope to do with this? If I could arrange it so that I'm standing on that when the Mimic... Oh no, that closes it only? Huh. Well, I thought I could stand there during the explosion and survive, but if it only closes it, then there's no way I could go there. Well, okay. I can get rid of these and break stealth that way. I guess I have to take the power token as I go into this box. I don't see how else this could work. Because I need to go in while not in a power token state, and then I need to exit in a power token state. There is a way to get away from the bomb explosion there. Oh, but before activating the power token, I can freely kill that one too. Right. Okay, I think that's it. Just need to get this in the right setting. So I need to push the Mimic a little farther that way. There we go. Get rid of that. Run away from the explosion. Okay. Then I can kill this. The Mimic should be able to kill the two over there. And then exit, or finish the room for me by going in there. There we go. Interesting little quiz on which of them you can do in which state. Really emphasizes the fact that having a power token is a distinct state from just breaking stealth, which I guess is something we haven't dealt with before, since previous characters who had stealth didn't have a way to just walk on an enemy and kill it, as far as I recall. Alright. Oh, Goblin, where are you going? Okay, you said the same thing last time, so... Ah! Now I need to try and kill these guys. There's a goblin. Not actually sure how to do that. I know how to get away from them if there was a hot tile or something in this room. But always pointing their sword toward me makes them pretty unkillable as far as I can tell. Okay, that helps. So I could get rid of the middle two by just being fast, but now these two I don't know what to do with. Okay, that works.
Oh, nice one.
Ehe, guards as dumb as box of rocks. Alright. This room has a green door at the exit, which means that something has to chase me out. That almost works. I don't think that can work. And there's no way to get past this guy. There's really nowhere to put anything to be able to get all the way to that eye. But if I kill that eye first, there's no way to keep both of the roaches alive. To keep either of the roaches alive. And waking that eye also doesn't work. Just isn't possible to get enough distance from that roach. There's nowhere to stow that roach. There's no way to put it anywhere useful. Okay, my thought was to try to use one of these as an obstacle to get a roach into this hole. But come to think of it, the south one works as a corner that I can go west of. So I think that's actually what I need to do. Okay, that's it. As always, exploit the asymmetry. I think I just need to go around this rock once. There we go. Exploit asymmetry. Okay. Here we have a construction with some mirrors. We have 5 roaches and an eye and a tunnel. Okay. I guess I'll try to understand what's going on with this first. That lets me kill that roach, I guess. Right. So I'm supposed to kill this eye first? Maybe I need to bring this mirror out and use it for something else before pressing the button with it. That doesn't seem to be possible. Can the other mirror be brought out? Maybe? Yeah. If I put this in the way, I can't wake up until I'm ready for it to do so. Then this mirror, I think, can be put back in and used to access that roach easily enough. Okay. Just one of those these things look unrelated, attach them together kind of puzzles. I should check out what's to the east and west of here. Okay. I think that... was that necessary? I'm not sure that... I can do this. It's just that I need to be able to both get rid of that and push far enough east for him to have something to push off of. I think the idea here is to put off the power token usage as long as possible. Get the token, get the conquer token, then I can just start getting rid of guys on the way back to the west, I hope. Well, I mean, this should be easy. There we go. Alright. So where these roaches were at the beginning is a place that I really wanted them to be in, I think. And after... whatever else is done in this room... Oh, okay. So the final step in this room is going to be to do that and blow up everything. And that everything in question should include those 4 roaches. Alright. So somehow I need to move these 4 in formation. So that they wind up back on those 4 buttons when I'm done. This is especially important with this part. I'm betting any move that gets them out of formation is a wrong move. Because there's no way that I'm going to make these 4 roaches cooperate and go back into their good formation, as far as I can tell. But I don't know... Should I... So it can't be that I get the east first. The east cannot be first, no matter what. If I stretch them as far as possible on the south side, I can get them to go there. And then as far as possible on the east is going to be about there. And then on the north, I can basically do that and nothing more. If I'm in this position. I don't know how this is supposed to work. They'll only stay in formation if their movements are diagonal. There's no way to get them all the way back to where they started, though. The only thing I can really do with these other slots is make them go farther away, which is less useful and not more, which is bad and not helpful. Should I do something like this? Is this helpful? Probably not. I don't get it. There's no way to make these go back on those buttons. Should I be doing some misalignment nonsense like this? That seems really counterproductive. There's no way that helps. I don't believe this could ever be helpful. Is that it? I think that's it. That one maybe I can remember. That's a problem I don't know how to fix. Yeah, I know. There's some error bleeps from my terrible installation that I have of Drawd that's both a 5.2 and the other one. Yeah, that doesn't work. This is irritatingly close, but there's no way to pull that one to the south, because this one bomb here is in the way. When could I ever do anything to prevent that from happening? Because I have to do these two last. I don't have a choice. There's no other option. These two have to be last because I have to pull them west at some point, and that has to be the last one because of the way the room is built. So somehow the two west ones have to magically be an extra tile south compared to the two east ones. There's no way that I can move specifically those two. At no point do I have the ability to do that. Again, other than one inconvenient place that I have in the first place. Can I pull them too far south before I begin the rest of the dance? No, I can only pull them too far north, which is incorrect. And I can do this. This seems extremely unhelpful and bad, but I can do it. There's just nothing useful that I can do. I really cannot help the feeling that this is what the solution obviously should be, and the fact that it doesn't work is just really irritating. Like, there's nothing I can do to fix this. I don't have access enough to the roaches to pull them into the right position for this to work better. So this thing, which I feel obviously should be the solution, but isn't. The problem is essentially they wind up like this. Or, you know, in a Z shape like this. They have like... if somehow, if you could imagine rotating this Z shape 180 degrees, so it was like this, and then those two. So if, right here, if this one and this one were exactly 2 tiles south of their current positions when I got here. Is that it? No, no, no. If these two... No, that wouldn't work either. I was thinking that an oppositely oriented Z shape, so that when I pull them north, they go to the right place instead of the wrong place. So like, if these two, when I take the invisibility potion at this step, if each of these two was 1 tile farther south right now, then that would take care of the problem. But I just don't have a way to move only these two. Unless I've already used up the west potions, there's no way I can move those two to put that in that position. And I don't see any good way to modify anything with the first 3 that won't ruin everything for the 2 eastern roaches. Like, anything I try to do to change things before the final step is gonna mess up the eastern roaches, and there's no way for me to fix it. Because I don't have enough tools in this room to change the location of the roaches enough to fix something like that. There just isn't enough in this room. There is not enough control in this room to achieve what it's asking me to do. I can only pull these too far north. There's no way for me to bring them too far south to where they'll be the correct amount north. This is just painful. This is guess exactly what the singular solitary thing the architect found does that works was, or else just constantly never find anything useful forever. Those are basically the only two things that happen in this room. So what is the magical thing the architect found that works for this? I wonder. Yeah, a hint might be nice. Just to reiterate, I found a path that I think should be the right solution. Actually, there's several. Basically, as long as the roaches wind up in a certain position after 3 of them, this position here, and this is what should be the solution, but because of this set of bombs right here, or even just this specific bomb right here, this isn't the solution. So if it were possible to have these two on the left column be south of where they are now instead of north, instead of where they are now, just one tile farther south, then it would be possible to solve this room. But I can find no way to make that shape using the other sets of movements that I have. How many times can I become invisible? I would say 5. Because you take 1 potion on the way in, that's 1. At each of the 4 corners, you take a pair, so that's 4 more. And then this is used to become visible at the end. It doesn't seem particularly helpful. Oh, I misread that, I misinterpreted. Become invisible. I think it's still 5 times. I mean, if you count the potions, there's 10 total. 8 plus 2. So that's still 5. cannot stand in the entrance because that will immediately break the formation. Starting from the south inside instead is not helpful, because then there's no way to fix this. Something about their initial positioning makes it necessary to start by going north, then east, then south, then west. And anyway, the last time I become visible, the roaches immediately die. They have to be on the buttons before I stand here, because otherwise there's no way to be rid of this eye. It opens this door. It opens this door and causes the mimic to be able to move so that the mimic can explode the bombs. And I need all 5 of the doors here to be open to kill this eye. And I can make the mimic not explode the bombs, I guess. That doesn't really seem very helpful, considering. Really?
I'm done.
Okay. So I had the room solved, but because one part is weirdly unnecessarily fiddly, it just didn't seem like I had. Okay, sure. I don't think there's a way for there to be an additional secret room to this level. I mean, I don't have the ability to break cracked walls unless it's with a mimic. And I didn't see anything like that available. Alright. Here's a rock golem. I cannot kill the rock golem by stepping into it. Oh, okay. Yeah, the thing is, getting off of a pressure plate or getting onto it, yeah, getting off of a pressure plate is processed like really late or something, I think it is. Anyway. So we have a guard and a roach, and we have 3 rock golems. I'm gonna need somebody's help to make the rock golems stay on the hot tiles. And I guess I would prefer to have the guard's help to try to do that, because 1, he has a sword he could block them with, and 2, the guard will be completely harmless to me. Except when he's actually standing on a hot tile himself. So it should be pretty easy, I thought. Yeah, don't get stabbed. There we go. Not too hard to get one of the golems dead. Now the next one will be trickier. There. Then I think I can pull it across this way. I just need this guard to cooperate a little bit more, please. Stay there. No, actually stay there, please. No, not like that. Oh my gosh. I don't know why he's behaving quite like this. I guess he's moving like that because he thinks his sword is on me. Okay, I would like you to stay there, please. Well, I don't think I could have done this with the roach, so as awkward as this is, I guess this is still necessary. Come on, man, don't do that. Okay, this maybe I could make work. No? No. There has to be a way to make this guy stay east of me. I mean west. Somewhere. Oh cool, great. He'll do this one tile east of where I need him to. do before that made it work? Trying to make this really squirrely, unintuitive movement behave is really, really annoying. Like, guards on Ormites are fun when you're just kind of needing them to be out of the way and like push them vaguely in certain directions, but they are an absolute pain if you just need them to stand in one specific place, apparently. They're just an absolute pain. Oh cool, he'll stand there. How... I keep getting a position where he's doing exactly the right thing, but in the wrong place. And I don't understand what's the difference between the place where he was willing to do the right thing and the place where I need him to actually do it. Like there, that's exactly the position that I need. Why can't I make that happen where I actually need it? this time he decided to cooperate. I have absolutely no idea what I did different or correctly. The guard just arbitrarily decided that this time he would do exactly what I needed him to do. Sure. And then this one was easy. The demo's gonna make this look really easy. I don't understand what I did right. I didn't feel like I did anything different. It just worked. At last, this is secret way back into the city. Stupid humans not used this way anymore, but Osnick knows it. Now that bad Delver will regret he crossed Osnick's path. He brings us the sword, but they will bring him the hook. Oystian Lowlands. It was the smell of the musty air wafting into his face that first told Beethro something was wrong. This was not what the grounds of the East Castle should smell like. This was the rank smell of centuries of decay, water that got stuck on its way down into the ground and lay in pools and rivulets, festering like an open wound, attracting life that sated itself on the stagnant waters and then rotted away into fetid husks. The land lay in shadow, huge walls of rock rising up on either side and cutting off any hopeful sight of greener lands beyond. This, then, was the lowlands of which many tales have spoken. They are said to be home to all kinds of monsters and things that even the monsters are afraid of, though some say that these are only stories and there is nothing in the lowlands except a nice patch of unclimbed land. Every now and then a group of explorers will venture into the lowlands in hopes of a better life. None of them ever come back, but then maybe they settle down there and just don't want to return. Who knows? Oof, on the wrong surface. I don't like the look of this place. Half, you stay here until I find a way onwards, alright? Sure thing, Unc. That is a legitimate Half, though.
Okay.
I can drag him with me if I want.
Sure.
And here's the hub, I think. Yeah, here's the hub. Chapter 5. Let me go look at my inventory real quick. Ooh. So these are the keys we have that belong to certain doors in the Parched Town area. We have 4 colorful tokens. We have 4 tier keys. That's funny. They happen to have a move order that's the exact opposite of their actual order. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 glowing lights here. I think those are valid things to count in my inventory. We have the card that leads to the door. Yeah, that's something I have to clean up later, isn't it? Alright. We're not doing cleanup right now, though. Eden Complex. Let's go to the Eden Complex. Why not? I'll find out what the rest of this map looks like later. Oh, I see a caver. Alright. Beethro felt a surge of relief as he entered the building above the botanical gardens. A small canal ran past him, taking clean water to the flower beds. The air was cool and soothing, the walls were a calming blue, smooth and straight, the unmistakable work of careful craftsmanship. There were more flower beds ahead, and an indoor lawn with a neat border of shrubs. It just goes to show, he thought, even in the most inhospitable of places you can find an oasis of refuge. They might even have some leaf juice here, if indeed there was anyone still around. Everything seemed well tended, but then it was possible that the canals ran from natural springs and the flow of water was used to power the doors and lights so that everything could keep itself running if the inhabitants departed. He would have to investigate. No, a voice at the back of his mind told him he wanted to investigate. He didn't want to go back outside to the dank air and sodden mulch, even if that was the only way forward. Even if, he remembered and then quickly forgot again, he had left Half waiting outside. He would get to the bottom of this place and all its secrets. Was that not the true calling of a Smite Master? Okay, that's just what chapters. For a second, I thought those were how many of the secret tier door-based areas or something, but I certainly haven't turned in the tier 4 key, so yeah. Well, I don't see anyone here to welcome me. I'm not sure if that counts as good or bad anymore. Here we've got a roach to welcome me, and he needs to go on this button, I'm betting. Hey, someone left a caber just lying around. Maybe I'll give it a try. Not as sharp as my sword, but it's hefty. I wonder... It worked! Smashed the roach flat. Maybe I can fry it. The grill always needs new recipes. Caber basics covered. I find it funny that the token says it's a mini caber, but basically everyone, including inside of canon, just calls it a caber, period, because we don't have any maxi cabers around. I guess that would have to be like a 2-tile long caber to be a not mini caber anymore. Alright, what's the deal here? I just need to push all the orbs. Okay. I can do that. Probably. Yeah. Of course, my other connection to the concept of cabers is Homestar Runner. I'm not... Like, that's the only other place where the word caber came up before encountering the concept in Drod. So I'm just thinking, only 23 meters. Pretty sure I could get away with doing that. Not 100%, but pretty sure. I have not followed the Olympics much, but there is a connection between the Olympics and the Homestar Runner knowledge that I have as well. I wonder how long it would take someone who's never played the game before this hold to figure out that they should point the caber at a bomb there. Maybe not that long, since it's literally the only option. And so far, that's, you know, giving that something as literally the only option is often the way that, oh, that's all I have to do? Alright. Often the way the game teaches you that you can do something. Anyway, one of the Disc 4 of 12 videos is a playthrough of, like, the Epix, EPYX computer Olympics, computer game about the Olympics. And one of the things seen in that is the caber toss, which is used as an opportunity to reference the earlier thing involving the Olympics. That was already a thing. Do I need to stow? What does this do? Okay. So I need to somehow protect this roach from the explosion. I guess I need it to be all the way in here somewhere. That works. Alright, and then that lets it out again. And now there is two of them. Let's just try to find somewhere to stow this one for now. There we go. What should I be trying to do at this point? I guess I should push this there. And then I just need this guy back here to push this button. There we go. That clears the room. I guess I'll go south first. No particular reason, but I will. Okay. Here we need to... Oops. Okay. Interesting. Caber can't cut tar stuff. This can let the queen out. There's no way to make a roach stay there. I guess I can retoggle that way to be allowed to bring a sword. Don't step on the button again, please. I guess that's fine, actually. I don't think I need him to be alive at this point. Oh, oops. Right. What I needed to do is free the queen. Then the queen will go let me out. There we go. And don't step on this again, because that would trap me back in place. Alright, in the interest of loop closing, I'm gonna go this way now. That lets me in. Then... I guess I just need... I probably need one of these to be on that button and the other one to still be alive. And there's a trapdoor gate at the end of this entire area. So... I could just drop them immediately if I don't have a use for them. Which I'm not really sure what the use for them would be in this area. But I don't know how to put one of them on a button without killing the other one. Maybe I don't need both of them? I'm not sure, so let's just try this. From here I need the golems, or their bodies at least, these three. I feel sure that I'm missing some aspect of this room that is going to make something I've already done a mistake, but I don't know what it is yet. Okay, here I definitely need both of them. But that's not very hard. Actually go press that one first. Oh. Alright then. I guess this means I'm not allowed to stand on the eastmost trapdoor while trying to push these two into position. I think that's what that means. But I don't really know how I could do it under that condition. If somehow I manage to bring the Roach of the Mud Baby all the way here from the entrance of this area, then one of them could push this button instead of me. Or I could just push it onto one of the plates in the first place. I don't know. That felt pretty impossible to achieve though, so I don't think that's what I'm actually supposed to do. Oh, there we go. This works. I just needed to get around that. So I think with that, they won't move. Do I need them for something else? It really doesn't look like it. Okay. Then... this supposed to work? I don't... Huh? I mean, I guess I could leave more of these alive, but I don't see how that would help. How is this supposed to be possible? No, I think I suspect what it is, but I don't think that's doable either. So, this room is overall full of roaches and eyes and a few rock golems, but it has one very unique monster at the beginning of the room, which would not die to hot tiles. The problem is, I don't think it's possible to survive the entire room with that thing in tow. I don't even think it's possible to get past this part of the room with that thing in tow. I don't think that's doable. That is too much to ask. Like, what? I don't know, maybe this can be done. Now that I've got this far. Maybe I'd be better off dropping one of these now. If I put that there for now, then he can't get to me. I can go ahead and take care of these trapdoors. Yeah, what did I say about midway through this room earlier? Something like, I've probably messed up in a way that I can't see yet. It wasn't exactly that wording, but it was something of that sentiment. And it figures. Better, maybe. Just need leeway to push it like that. Okay. This does make this part marginally easier, since now I don't need to worry about the eyes being mobile. Let's try not to be seen by them, though, until I'm ready. I'd really, really like you for there while I'm busy trying to do things. That would be nice. Okay, there. Now this can go here. I don't know where I can store this right now, but I really need to. Guess maybe I can just do that. Honestly, I don't necessarily regret doing the entire room quote-unquote wrong, because some of the tricks you need to do it that way kind of also help when doing it correctly, quote-unquote. You know what I mean? Like, there are several situations where something that I did the first time, it's helpful to know, to have the practice of doing that way, to be able to handle things this time. Alright, so now I just need to kill kill all of the roaches without accidentally killing this guy. It shouldn't be that hard, right? This is an unstable position. Don't do that. Let's... I think that's okay. Actually, this is probably fine. No, that's not good. I really need a favorable position for things for this to work out right. Okay, I think if I do that, that should work. That's very close. There we go. Okay. That's the whole thing. Now I can just turn in this key that I've lugged the entire room. Lugged through the entire room. Get a conquer token. And realize that I forgot to kill a roach at the beginning of the room. Okay. On the off chance that I want to refer to my own demo, I have it. Okay, I can do this as far back as this. It's just going to be really awkward and annoying. A little awkward and annoying, anyway. I needed to kill that roach before I left this part of the room through the force arrows, and I didn't. That is my own fault, so... what did I do here? Yeah, I push this in, and push that off this way. Bring him through, and then... Oh, does it? I don't think it does. Nothing opens this force arrow. Nor that one. I mean, I guess... No? No. There's nothing that opens this force arrow. Ah, well. I mean, I don't think so. Anyway, I'd have to get past this green door. These force arrows? Oh, this does open those. Okay, maybe that's good enough. Go back to the future. So not the orb, but that plate is actually nice. Because of the delay between, you know, the regular broadcast stream delay, you're saying things right after I realize them from my perspective. Alright, that was silly, but fine. What's up with this orb? Guess I need to come from another way to go through that path. That's fine. Okay. Here's another room. Looks like we might have a horde or something. Yeah, this looks like a serious horde. These are stuck. So I probably just need to kill them. Okay. So we had kind of a mini horde earlier. This is a proper caver horde, I think. There's something happening here. What is this? What is this? I bet that's a challenge scroll, and whatever that is has something to do with what the challenge scroll says, maybe? At the very least, I probably don't need to worry about that right now. I'll hope. Oh, okay. Maybe I could have been more efficient and not had that room there completely flooded with roaches, but I don't know. I'm not going to claim I was being as efficient as possible, but there was a lot of time usage that felt like it was more or less the best I could have done. Actually, how do I open this? Oh. No, I do just... What? Okay. Sure. I don't know why this extra step was deemed necessary, but I can sure do that, I guess. And then I can do the same thing here. I don't know why these aren't just on-off plates instead of being one use. It's a little confusing. Ah, that's an on-off plate. Alright. Whatever. Yep. Alright, what does this scroll say? Challenge. Reach the grass without striking any bombs, then clear the room. Okay. So, that doesn't say anything about this orb. Okay. So this orb exists as a mechanism to ensure that the queens get a spawn before you can enter the room. Okay. So I just need to... Okay, reaching the grass means dropping all of the trapdoors. Got it. And not destroying the bombs means... Huh. Well, it primarily means not killing these queens, I think. I mean, if I were to blow one of these up, then I'd have a free access to kill a queen. Yeah? Yeah. Oh, this is awkward. Maybe I should get rid of this ring first. Come from every single direction. progress. Okay, now I can just make a run for the button, for the grass, in theory at least. Somehow I've got to clear these out of the way. Okay. I stepped on the grass. Well, almost. That's really demoralizing. Cannot see how to make any progress here. Like, there's no way I can kill the roaches quickly enough to get them out of the way without them immediately spawning more. There has to be a way to do it like this. This has to be it. There's no way I can clear out enough of them to get in there otherwise. I cannot clear more than one of these lanes at a time. It just isn't possible. There. Yeesh. Okay. And
My
as
name
a
is
bonus,
Speedthrow.
this actually kills the queens and doesn't just free them. Good to know. Thank you for letting me know what your name is, Beethrow. Whew, okay. That last step was very hard. Also, there's secret walls here. I guess it's just a shortcut to the other side of this room, which you can still get to from the north end of this room anyway, but that's fine. Alright, exploding tar stuff. Not in the sense of tar stuff, which itself explodes, of course, but in the sense of... you know what I mean. Yeah. I guess I need to actually... yeah. Oh, am I misreading this room? Okay, I think I misread this room. I thought that what I needed to do was be efficient in such a way that the remaining powder kegs would be enough to finish the room. But I think that's wrong. I think my goal is to leave everything in a state where I can take this sword at the end of the room and then cut what's left. So that's going to change my approach somewhat, especially with that spot there. like, that's not going to work. This is what I need to do, I think. Because that leaves a couple of cuttable pieces. I don't think it matters if I do it symmetrically or not. Okay, now I need to be careful with this one. Is that gonna work? Oh no, I need to break it in such a way that I can reach the next keg in this case. And I think that's what I need. Then that looks cuttable, right? I just need to do this in a way that doesn't get me killed somehow. I guess that's what I need to do. Yeah, it took me a bit to notice that there was a sword token at the end of this room. Other than realizing that, this isn't too bad. I don't know, to some extent, making the right explosive use was mostly a matter of making sure that you move the kegs rather than using them where they're presented. It felt like. Okay. Ready for a water skipper horde with Caber. Well, I hope you're ready, because we're doing it. Yeah. Okay. That seems to be all that I can do with the central area. Aside from just getting all the trapdoors done. Which is invariably going to stick me with a large amount of skippers out by the rim. And that's especially a problem here at the north end. There we go. That was the worst of the trapdoor part, I think. Now I just need to gain access here. And hopefully have egress. No, that felt a little bit like it was going to be a mistake, but it worked, so maybe that was the right thing to do. Now there's just one nest left. There we go. No more nests. Now I just need to finish the guys that the nest spawned. There's not very many walls available to me to hit things against in this room. I'm basically gonna have to use the central wall or one of the corners to be rid of the last water skipper. But other than that, they can all be bashed against each other. There's actually two separated bodies of water in this room. Didn't really notice that at first. There we go. Cleaned out the irrigation of the Eden tunnels. Oh no, how did this even happen? Hi there. Can you lend me a hand? I'm kind of stuck. Sure, I guess. Huh. So rattlesnakes seemingly take damage from the caber no matter what? That's interesting. I don't remember that I've ever noticed, or at least really paid attention to this particular interaction. Yeah, adders would have eaten him. Thank you. You saved my life. You have a strange face. Gee, thanks. No, I mean I don't recall seeing you around here before. No, we haven't met before. I'm Bethro Budkin from Efelna. Efelna? That's quite a way. If you don't mind, you want to sit down and compare stories? Well, if it's not too much to ask. I'll tell you what, I'm dying for a cup of leaf juice. Ah, well, I happen to have a vat of leaf juice in my office, just to the north. I am Leonhard. I'm sort of in charge here, most of the time. Sort of in charge here most of the time is such a mood. Alright, conversation. So, about that leaf juice. Wow, it feels like forever since the last time I had a decent cup. No problem. It feels like forever since the last time I had a visitor to drink with. Ah, that's good. You wouldn't believe what I've been through to get this. I can imagine. Very few outsiders ever make it to the lowlands. So, what is your particular line of trade, Mr. Budkin? Me? I'm a smite master. You know, cleaning out infested dungeons. I see. In that case, you may be able to help us. Yeah, I noticed on my way in that you have a bit of a roach problem. That's putting it mildly. We lost a whole batch of specimens to roaches the other day. We try to keep them out, but creatures crawl out of the passages and infest the place. We're severely understaffed at the moment. Too many of us have gone underground. I'm sorry to hear that. How did they die? Oh no, I mean they literally went underground. Prince Angwim founded this research center. Do you know of him? Yeah, we've met. Well, a few months ago, his envoy, Ophiuchus, came to ask if he could borrow some researchers for a new underground laboratory. Since then, he's been back a few times to recruit more people. I've lost a lot of good team members, and progress has really slowed down. Sounds tough, but what is this new laboratory? You know, I'm not really sure. We haven't heard very much back from them. All I know for sure is that it involves excavation. Ophiuchus asked me who were the best excavators on my team. Excavation? But isn't this a botanical research center? Yes, but that involves plenty of excavation. This area has been inhabited before, and there are plenty of relics of previous civilizations and their work if you know where to dig for them. We've been digging up all kinds of artifacts, biological and sometimes mechanical. It's possible that our predecessors had technology that was far in advance of our own. Yeah, I've heard that kind of theory before. Back at the guild, there's always some kid who's desperate for adventure, joining the business in hope of stumbling across some old tomb. In my experience, it's usually safest to leave those kinds of things well alone. Anyway, thanks for the leaf juice, and good luck on your research. Thank you. Hey! Leaf juice really is green, according to this. That being full of green stuff. That's my takeaway. He has a treasure chest in there. I'm probably not going to ever get that. But treasure chests are not normally a thing in Drod, so that's fine. Alright. Yeah, Bethro got leaf juice, but not really an explanation. Okay. This toggles that door for some reason. We get a goblin here. Well, I could see one use for that toggle. For this door here. Wait. No, this doesn't close anything behind me. Oh, but I can't actually... Okay, never mind. That's not gonna work. What is going to work? I'm not sure. I guess I'm just passively assuming that I need this goblin alive. Maybe I don't. There's not really anywhere that I can see I would need him. So maybe I'm just supposed to kill goblins here. That makes sense. There's a couple of targets that goblins would need to go in way over here, but that's later. That's a problem for later. For now, we're just fighting goblins with the stick. With the, not stick. You know what I mean. Caber. It's not that different from killing them with a sword, since mostly it's a matter of bonking them against a wall anyway. Feels like. I think I can get away with using this narrow passage here for these three. Yeah, that gets rid of two. And the third one is a very standard go into against the wall. Thank you. Alright, now these two need to go on those, and the door closes behind, meaning something. This is an awkward position to be stuck in. Maybe... Yeah, this is better. You go on that button, then you go on that button. Thank you for your hard work. You can retire now. Yeah, but sometimes the expectation of not needing to keep a monster alive can make things very much harder later. Does this toggle or just open? Okay, this is just a conquer token that I have access to. Alright. I don't know why I'm having this much trouble with these two. This should be straightforward. Let's just use this choke point. If I can get both of them to come in this choke point. That's fine. This is really awkward, but it's going to work, so I say that's good enough. There we go. Off I go. And that was Caber with Goblins room, I guess. Ormites. Caber plus Ormites plus Decoy Potion, having Caber. What do I need to do here? This would blow up those. Impression here is, yeah, do not allow don't allow the ones that have hot tiles to get affected by the explosion. That should do it. Okay, here we get a different thing. We have a mimic potion. Okay. What's going on here? Take the mimic potion. Okay, that's my mistake. I don't know why I thought those would still be closed, but I did. So the goal... has to find some placement of the mimic and myself that will make me not die to the explosion. I expect the mimic will have to sacrifice itself. I need the mimic to go south of me somehow, so... Oh, this is awkward. There we go. Maybe that will be a better relative facing than I had before. Or maybe not. Okay, no, I can make this work. Hopefully. This is almost right. I'm sure I'm missing something really simple here. Well... if I could make them both face the same way at the same time, maybe that would help. Maybe if they're off by just the one. I need it to be the other way. Somehow. That, maybe? Yeah, that's the relative facing I had in mind. There we go. Okay. I don't know why I found that really tough to do right. But anyway, it stands to reason I should need 1 to block this one and 2 to block that one. I think I know how to do this, right? That should do it. Maybe I'm being overconfident, but... no, that works perfectly. Great. What's the deal with this? Why... huh. What is this last part about? Why is this here? Ah. Okay. I've cleared the room, and I was like, why is there an additional, area here? Why is there a thing that fixes all of that so you can go through? That's why. There's a secret room here. And I guess I finished the level besides this secret room. Okay. Oh, and this leads to that entire path that I saw over this way, I guess. Okay. This seems to be an advanced version of the room that I just did, maybe? Or at least it's partially that, anyway. Okay, what is your deal? You're activated by that, and you blow that up. Okay. And the goal here is to hit those in particular. This, I think I can do with a nice symmetric rotating kind of arrangement like this. Yeah, look at that preview. That's perfect. Ow. That hurt my ears a little bit, but that's fine. And this is the exact same setup of Ormites as the third part of that one, but we're using them differently. So I need to avoid hitting that one, and that one, and that one. Oh, okay, right. I forgot how the enforcement mechanism worked at the end, that this was the door being closed by everything. So it's just the same thing here, too. Alright, well I think I need a caber here to prevent that from being blown up? Maybe not. If I have one... If I had one there, that would not work. Yeah, I just got all of the orb noises at once in my headphones. That's all. What is up with that roach? Oh, okay. Okay, that roach would die under these conditions. I just need to do something about the remaining two. So I think I can get away with just this and this. Or not that, no. Since I can't... maybe... this? I'll see if this works. Let's see. Blow up that. Yes? Yes. I think that works. Alright. That's that room. A few more tricks at the end because you can't place decoys in certain locations. And the secret room path continues, though. We really built an entire level's worth of just these rooms, huh? Okay. That means that... Wait, what? Hold on. Okay. The way is closed. We guard the way. Do we really have to do this again? Okay. It is forbidden to place decoys on scrolls. That means that leaving cryptic messages lying around can sometimes have puzzle potential. Okay. Let me try to understand this room. So... if I dare to walk in this area, then they will close the door. Sure. This is opened from that. Huh. Okay. What am I dealing with here exactly? So this... How... Well, okay. Suppose for a moment that I have previously cleared this room. Actually... Where's there anything I need to kill? Oh no, there's a conquer token. If I had cleared this room, and I had access to this sword, then a sorted decoy could open the cracked wall, then another one could kill that decoy, then a third one could push this. So in theory, I would want to somehow reach the sword token with only 3 Decoys? I don't know that that's possible. Let's just try to do things. How about that? I think if I placed one here... It's the same thing. If I put one here, that prevents either of those. Putting one here works for that. Maybe here? No. Here? No. I guess I could try this and that. Yeah, that works. No, that doesn't work. Because that doesn't get this one. How can I get that one? This? No. But maybe these two? No. Here and here and here? No. What? Why does nothing work? Okay, maybe... No, that can't be it. I think all this one needs is like... No. This one you could get that way, I think. Yeah. So what am I missing about the northeast one? It doesn't seem possible to hit that orb without hitting the other one. What am I missing about that? I've tried literally every spot that's anywhere near that orb and none of them work. Either it's here and it blocks both of them, or it's anywhere over here and it fails to block that one. That won't block that. It still blocks that one, and I need that one to not be blocked. No. I'm trying literally every position and none of them work. What am I missing? No. What? There is only one way that this room can be solved, and it's by putting cabers on specific tiles. I've put a caber on every conceivable tile that could prevent this one from exploding while hitting that one, and none of them work. Not one single one of them works. What am I missing? Like, what? Seriously, what am I missing? Nothing works. I have tried every conceivable position that a caber could be placed in to prevent that orb from being exploded. And every single one of them either succeeds too well or doesn't succeed at all. Like, there is no other interaction I can have with that part of the room. There's nothing else I can do to interact with that part of the room because I can't place decoys where they would hit any of these orbs. Like, there's no outside of the box for me to be thinking in. There is objectively no way for me to affect what happens in that little room there besides placing cabers in it and exploding it. There is nothing else that I can do in that part of the room. My end goal is to open both of these and be able to have a sword so I can go hit that. Or more importantly, get a sword so I can do whatever this nonsense is. I mean, I guess this room can technically be solved. Okay. But that doesn't get me the actually important thing, which is getting access to the west. So what do I have to do to get there? Can I? I mean, I need a sword at some point, I feel like. I guess theoretically I might not. Oh. Was this really necessary? Could I really not be allowed to figure this out one step at a time instead of having to guess what arbitrary combination of facings the decoys need to have for this to work? Alright, I'm just gonna take a wild guess then. There was no good reason for that to close off under this situation, I feel like. Whatever. That didn't work how I wanted it to. Yes, but this is still really annoying. Maybe that won't be all to fix itself. Two going this way. Just take a wild guess what set of facings is going to be helpful. That gets that. Now I really need just a straight south drive, I guess. And then I have no way of actually hitting it. So, start over. I need two of them going in this direction. Yes, some of them going southwest might work somehow. That. Then I can start a chain of over. I think the last one has to be facing directly south. Okay. Then do this. To get the thing exploded. Now I need to somehow make someone go all the way over there. That doesn't seem possible, actually. So I guess that was the wrong set of directions, too. I think at least one southwest is necessary. Maybe the rest should all be southward. I have no idea how to press the orb after doing all of the rest of this nonsense. It doesn't seem possible. There's just not really enough to work with for all of the different facing changes that need to happen. I don't know. That can't work. There's just no way. There is no way to get enough reach to push that orb. Is that useful? Maybe. Once again, I have the wrong set of facings. is it possible to get this one all the way in there? Well, this is irritatingly close, but I'm like an hour over how long I usually go with this. Maybe coming back to this another day will help me feel a little bit less frustrated with it. I mean, it's kind of a neat idea, the chain of pushing here, and needing to go from facing that way to facing that way. I just feel like it's a little stingy with the amount of decoys. And it's annoying to have to pick my directions before I can know what I need them to be. I don't know. I think I'll leave it here for now anyway. Alright. Well, thank you for watching. And I should be back next week as far as I know. But farewell for now.